In this video,
And I was in the middle of the dance floor saying Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah. Tell my parents. I didn't know how to tell my family. I wasn't alone. God helped me in that. How I don't know where to live, how to. Hello everyone. So this is part 2 obviously of my convert story. If you haven't watched part 1, make sure you see that video before you see this. I'm talking today about the miracles that happened to me after I decided to become a Muslim. We stopped in the first video where I was half Surah al-Baqarah and I decided I want to become a Muslim. And I knew from a YouTube video that I should say the Shahada, that I should say Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah, Ashhadu anna Muhammad Rasulullah. I witnessed there's only one God worth of worshipping, which is Allah, Him only. And that I bear witness that our Prophet Muhammad is his messenger, peace be upon him. I don't know why I thought that I have to say this Shahada in Arabic and that I need to have it memorized set. By now I'm laughing about it because it's only about your intentions, and you can say it after someone, you can say it in your heart, in your mind, you can say it in German, in Japanese, and whatever. By then I believed if I want to be Muslim, I have to be say by heart, memorized, Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah, Ashhadu anna Muhammad Rasulullah. Subhanallah, I wrote down those words on a paper. This paper was in my pocket and it stayed there for 2 weeks. And whenever I had a chance, I had some free time, even at work, I got out the paper, I read those words, and it felt for me like a mission impossible to say those Arabic words without a mistake. I said it probably several times without feeling that I did it perfect enough. And I said like a little twist in it, a little word wrong, and I felt like this doesn't count. I have to be able to memorize this sentence. And yeah, without speaking a single word in Arabic, this is a really difficult sentence. So I had this paper in my pocket. I got it out whenever I can and try to memorize it with my best intentions. And it was pretty hard. After 2 weeks, I was convinced by my colleagues to go to a very known nightclub here at the Red Sea in Egypt. It was by then one of the #1 places to go, the Ministry of Sound, if someone knows about that place. I went there. It was like a hip-hop, R&B night, whatever. I got convinced I should go out and leave my room and had this paper in my pocket. And I saw people around me on the dance floor dancing. Some were kissing, some were getting to know someone, and I felt how much I'm far from those people and how much I am not belonging to that place. And I was in the middle of the dance floor saying Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah, Ashhadu anna Muhammad Rasulullah, and I just knew it word by word, no mistake. I knew in that moment. I said the Shahada and I went home. Just went home. That was the moment of my Shahada. It had to be spectacular, I guess. So yeah, what followed after the Shahada was a very tough challenge. I worked with children in a hotel. I wanted to pursue my journey in Islam, but I didn't know how to tell my parents. I didn't know how to tell my family. I didn't know how to tell my siblings. Even my closest colleagues and friends in the hotel were not understanding what I'm going through and felt that I went crazy, that I've been manipulated, that I've been delusional. And I was really, really lonely with me and God. And whenever I asked people for support and help, I even just had simple questions in Islam, they couldn't answer to me. Or they said wrong answers. Or they tried to manipulate me with answers. They were trying to date me, so they said, why don't we talk about it over a cup of coffee? You want to marry me? Things like that. And I was just feeling I have to do this on my own, and I basically isolated myself pretty much. And it was a very lonely time. but also a very pure and strong time, because I wasn't alone. God helped me in that days. But I just know that now. It happened to be in our little touristic town that we are in, that I was working in, that we had a celebration of 10 years anniversary of a beach place. It had a pool, it had some music playing, but it wasn't like a nightclub very much. On that day they had a party. It was the 10th anniversary, and they made it a white dress code. And I went with my 2 German colleagues, and there was someone, so we have to start a bit earlier. It was my day off. I was spending the day off in the hotel by the pool. There was a water polo match happening, and I witnessed a young guy doing lots of goals and swimming in the pool and like being a good water polo player. And that same person also came to the evening, to the anniversary celebration. Everyone was coming in white. It was a white dress code, except that person. He came in yellow. He was wearing yellow. By now I know he wasn't planning to go to that party, and he happened to be in yellow, and he said I would pass by anyway. So it was funny. It was everyone in white, 300-400 people, and one person in yellow. That person approached me and asked if my colleague is also here. And I said, I don't know. I'm not aware of that. And then that person told me that he was asking my colleague about me because he saw me in the morning by the pool at the water polo match. And that person told him that I'm his girlfriend. I said, no, I don't have a boyfriend. I'm single. I'm pretty much on my own these days and in my own thing. And no, I'm not having a boyfriend. Second question was, do you want to drink anything? And I said, no, I'm not drinking. I'm actually a Muslim. This day was 3 months after me saying the Shahada. It was September 2007. I lost it. So if I want to drink something, yeah. And I said, no, I'm not drinking. I'm a Muslim. And then he said, I didn't talk about alcohol. I want to ask if you want to have a Coke or something. Yeah, why not? And I didn't understand him pretty well. It was very loud noises. The music box was just next to us. So I said, can we just sit by the beach where it's quieter? I cannot really hear what you're saying. And we were sitting down by the beach, 5 hours. Talking, 5 hours. I don't know why I felt that this person is maybe the only person who didn't hit on me. Also that he didn't drink alcohol made it easy for me to feel that maybe he's someone who would understand me. However, I spoke about everything. What is in my heart, what I'm afraid of, my future fears, how I feel lost, how my childhood was a disaster, how I don't know where to live, how to live. Everything was just so confusing, and I was 19 years old, not knowing what to do. That person was also just my age, 20 years, last year of engineering in university, and listened to me and said some few things that made me really feel I can trust talking to him. He never tried to like hold my hand or to flirt with me. It was really a very very decent and respectful conversation out of interest. And I just knew that night that this is a special connection and that this is a person that has pure interest and good intentions with me. We happened to meet every day. After 1 week, we were sitting in a restaurant, and I asked him to teach me how to pray. He was standing up in the restaurant. He did the movements for the prayer. I would like sketch the position that he's in, and he would say word by word what he would say in each position, and I would write down the words as I hear them. And I would have a paper written from two sides, with the words in the description of how I should pray and how many rak'ah I should do in each prayer and so on. Without spoiling the happy end of that relationship we had, we always met in public places, public areas. We spoke mostly about Islam and God, but also about personal struggles. And we were there for 3 weeks together before he had to go back to university. This person became my husband after 3 years and is still on my side, and we together have 3 kids. My second miracle I don't want to spoil that, but my second really huge, subhanAllah, miracle, I will share in the third part. Make sure you subscribe this channel so you will see once I upload the third part, and leave me a thumb up, because algorithm doesn't want positive videos like that to spread. Share it with your friends. You can also just follow me on Instagram, it's family. I will put all of that in the info box, and hopefully have some feedback on my story in the comment sections. We need to boost this video. See you on part 3.